Okay, Kanki. So, did you see the topic of this room?
So this is my first time in this platform, and I found your room. It was some interesting for me, and
Sure, you
you
know the
want to talk
topic.
about?
Yeah. Yeah, we want to talk about God's existence. But by the way, can I learn your age is over 18 or not?
Yeah, I'm 23 years old.
That's over 18. Okay, cool. So, yep. Are you a believer?
Yeah, I'm a believer.
Which God do you believe in?
Only Allah.
Okay, cool. Ah, great. I appreciate that. Ken, you should know that we are struggling a lot because of Muslims who are ashamed of the name of God, Allah. And I really don't know the reason why they are ashamed, why they don't want to call the name of their gods. I don't have any idea. Maybe you know the reason. Maybe you can help me because I'm really curious.
Okay, so in my situation, maybe my English it's not enough. Maybe in high level to explain to understand maybe this question. In my
Your English
situation,
sounds good, man. Don't worry, okay? Like, it
uh,
should be the last thing that you should worry. If I don't understand you, I'll say, hey, brother, I didn't understand you. Can you repeat?
okay.
Okay.
So I'm trying to answer this question,
Okay.
and so I was born in a Muslim country, and
Okay.
this is first reason of why I believe in God, and the second why I believe in God because of when I was a child maybe. I had a lot of some reasons and signs uh, from Allah. How to say? Um, every time when I had some kind of problems and some kind of bad feelings, maybe uh, uh, when I was a child, uh, first time I asked from my God, from Allah, to help me this solve this problem and find some kind of solutions, maybe solutions or decisions, the solutions of these problems. And every time, I immediately that moment I uh, got answer or decision of all these problems. And that moment, this thing in my uh, heart, I feel some kind of some big, some high feelings. How do you say? Unbelievable, maybe incredible feelings in my heart. This thing I have now in my 23 years or two, and with these feelings, I talked. Um, I talked. Maybe I talked, and I was uh, um, place, maybe in how this around me was like these people who believes in God, and who had a lot of some kind of signs and feelings like mine, like
Yeah, okay. Can I interrupt
my
you here? Yeah, I understand, but I heard your feelings, okay? I'm hearing
yeah
them, and I will keep hearing them probably. But the quick question here I have, if if
yeah
you lose your arm, let's say both arms,
okay
and if you pray to God, hey Allah, please at least give me one of my arms back because I need the arms that they're so useful. Do you think your God would help you? Your God would answer that prayer?
that moment maybe not because of some kind of reasons. Uh, I have maybe how do you say? At that moment, God don't won't give me my arms back, but I know some kind of history in history, some kind of how do you say, some kind of moments like this in history. And I remember one of our Muslim scientists, and when he was born without sight, like
Okay, wait, without eyes, you mean like no eyes at all?
he he has eye he
Hmm.
had eyes, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
he,
this was my question, Ken. Imagine someone is born without the eyes, and if he prays to God, can he wake up tomorrow with eyes, with two eyes, even at least one eye? Why your God is not doing that? I know that your God is not doing that. Why he's not answering those kind of prayers? Why people believe that the prayers are answered, but when we check those things, those are already possible things. Like they happen to atheists also who don't believe in God. I mean, they want to get married, they want money, they have some diseases that they want to heal. It also happens with atheist people, even without praying, without asking anything from any God. So then then I say, wait. We cannot understand that it was your prayer or not, because look, other people are not praying. They're also able to get the same things. So you can't say my prayer worked. So that's why we should have a different test. At least you believe that there is a God who can do anything he wants. At least, we have such a God that you believe in. Now we can make a test, because if you pray for natural things, eventually they might happen. When it happens, we cannot say, wait, it was God. We cannot say that. But let's pray for someone who doesn't have eyes at all. Do you think that Allah will give the eyes? Imagine someone without legs and praying to Allah, hey, give me the legs. I want to run. I love running. I loved running. And I want to run for the last time. Please, Allah, give me the legs. He will never get the legs. We know that, Ken. But Allah could do that. Allah can do that. He is almighty. He never does that. So that's why I'm really skeptical about this. Like I say, wait. This is not a very good test. Come on. It's like saying that, hey, you know what? I'm someone who knows the future. Okay? How do you know that? Or can you prove it? Yes, I can prove. It's gonna rain. When? No, it's gonna rain. Just wait. It's gonna rain. So it rains, and then people start thinking that, yeah, like I have magic or magical powers, or I'm talking to God, right? No, it's not logical, right? Because it rains, we know that. Like we even know when it can rain. Not maybe 100% accurately, but we have the weather forecast, and mostly they're correct. But it's not different than doing that. When you say, hey, I believe in God because God accepted my prayers. What was that? Hey, I needed money and I got money. But man, money exists on the planet, and people get money, people lose money. That's an ordinary thing. And I cannot believe that it was God, because money already exists. Well, what about, um having a vehicle which can, teleport anywhere, anytime after your prayer? Now we can say, wait, now this is different, because we don't have those things, and probably we're not going to have them near in the future. So now that this is a different prayer, man. I have never seen like that before.
hmm. So how do you think about it? Like maybe, for example, we cannot maybe how do you say we cannot see gravity
We can
for
test
example,
those things. We can measure those things.
but we can see its effects.
Uh, yeah, effects, but we can measure them directly also, not only effects. So, for example, air is a better example. Okay, so do you see air?
No,
Okay, well, we know that air exists. We can measure, we
but
can test. Uh, we have tools to measure the pressure, for example, right? We can directly measure the air. Yeah, we don't see, but we know it exists, and we have great evidence for that, like testing. We can test it, we can analyze. So we cannot do that with God. We cannot do that with angels. We cannot do that with jinns or soul, or we don't have the vehicle to go to heaven or hell, to go visit and come back. No, we don't have anything to do any of those things. That's why God and gravity or air, they're totally different things.
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe in my situation, like I believe Allah is the creator of the universe, and that He doesn't need a creator because He's not a created thing. For
That's
example,
what you
you said
believe.
just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. That's what you believe. We know that. But that doesn't mean that that's real. That doesn't mean there is Allah. That doesn't mean there's a God.
hmm,
You only believe in that. Like people believe in other gods. Do you think those gods are real? They don't believe in Allah. They believe in different gods.
hmm.
You don't think they're real, right? Do you think your God became a human here on earth?
Oh no, I don't believe this
No.
thing.
Okay. But there's some people who believe that there is such a God who came here on earth as a human being. So that's what I'm
Believe that
saying. You don't believe in
Jesus.
those gods.
Hmm,
You don't believe in those gods. So what I'm saying, so the way that you don't believe in other gods, you think that they're false. Another
mhm,
person who believes in God might be also false. And you're included also because you also believe a God exists. Maybe you are false. Maybe their gods are real. Maybe one of those gods are real. Maybe your God is the false God. Or maybe all of them are false. Probably all of them are false.
mhm. So yeah, you're all right.
Anyway, Ken, it was nice to talk to you, man. So, have a great day.